If you're trying to choose one luxury watch you'll never regret, you're already asking the wrong question. Not because regret is unavoidable, but because most people misunderstand where regret actually comes from. Regret doesn't come from choosing the wrong watch. It comes from choosing a watch for the wrong job. Most first luxury watches are bought as answers. Answers to uncertainty, answers to pressure, answers to the feeling that this decision needs to mean something. That's why the stakes feel so high. The mistake isn't taste, it isn't budget, it isn't even brand. It's asking a first watch to be a conclusion. A first luxury watch should never be a conclusion. It should be a reference point. The watches people regret most aren't cheap or poorly made. They're watches that were meant to do too much too soon. They were chosen to signal arrival, to lock in identity, to feel definitive. No watch can carry that indefinitely. This is why the question isn't, what's the best first luxury watch? The real question is, what kind of watch can stay quiet once the excitement fades? A watch you never regret doesn't constantly remind you that you made a good decision. It lets you forget the decision entirely. It works across contexts. It doesn't demand explanation. It doesn't compete with your life. You wear it often, not because it's impressive, but because it's easy to live with. That's the baseline test. A regret-proof first watch is one that would still feel right if no one ever commented on it again. This is where most people go wrong. They optimize for recognition instead of integration. Recognition fades quickly. Integration lasts. When a watch integrates into your life, you stop comparing it. You stop scanning forums. You stop wondering what you should have bought. It becomes normal. And that's exactly the point. The best first luxury watch isn't the one that excites you most on day one. It's the one that feels neutral on day 90. Because neutrality isn't boredom, it's alignment. Once you have that baseline, every watch that follows makes more sense. Your preferences sharpen naturally. Your taste becomes personal. Nothing feels like a correction. This is why people who get their first watch right don't rush the second. They're no longer buying answers, they're buying interest. If you're choosing your first luxury watch, relief is a better signal than excitement. The right watch doesn't feel loud, it feels settled. That's the watch you won't regret. This is Watch IQ. Subscribe for luxury watch intelligence, not hype.